Welcome to another session, friends, for Learn to Manage Business. In this particular session, I would talk to you about the reasons why the companies fail, why the business fails. Aim of talking to you this is so that you know exactly what are the pitfalls committed by the earlier entrepreneurs, what are the likely pitfalls you are also going to commit, and how do you keep a track of them and are careful about them. Most of the business fails because lack of capital. Lack of capital could be infrastructure capital, it could be working capital. Infrastructure capital like machineries, labor saving devices. It helps you to cut costs and produce a good or a service at a cheaper rate. Or it could be a working capital where you are short of working capital, you have the orders, but you cannot execute the orders because there is no money or money is stuck in the uh, outside as a receivables. So you have to be very careful about the capital raising, and how is your capital being wasted? Is it being wasted by the interests or by the other extraneous charges like demurrages, etc.? The next comes is poor leadership. If you think you can lead from the behind, you cannot. As a businessman, as an entrepreneur, you have to lead from the front. When you lead from the front, your capital is involved, your risk is involved, and you have to ensure that the work is carried out in the most efficient manner, that the sales outlets which you have looked are very robust, you have carried out innovations, and also you can plan ahead for the future growth or this thing. So, leadership to find faults, leadership to execute them and rectify them and plan are very important. And the reasons why you will lose your business is lack of customer service. You promise me goods after 10 days and they arrive after 2 months. What do I do with the goods? Similarly, I go to an ice cream parlor which you have started and the cone of the ice cream is leaking. What do I do? On the contrary, I will not come back to your place again. Similarly, if a simple thing like cone is well wrapped in a this thing, we can accept it. So, customer service is very, very important. Next comes mismanagement. How are you managing day to day affair? Where are you devoting your time? Are you devoting your time to minimum things which carry minimum loss? Or you're devoting time to macro things? So you have to keep changing between macro and micro changes. Jaake. Next is too much of competition. Well, you launched a product. I launch a product at X number of rupees less. I give better credit facilities. I ensure that the goods reach in time. These are all part of competition which you will have to face with your other suppliers and other companies. Then another reason could be lack of planning. You not plan the deliveries of the goods. You not plan for the unforeseen services. You not plan for the failure of the receivables. You not plan for power outages. So that exactly you have to keep in mind. Next comes time management. How are you managing your time? Are you managing time to improve the services? Are you improving time to do your efficient manage of the business? That you have to keep in mind all through your business. You can sit in a board meeting full day and neglect the company. Or you can have a board meeting after evening working hours and devote your time to the day-to-day work. Another can be unclear goals and objectives. Unclear goals and objectives means what should be your first goal and what are the objective laid with the goal. Is it realistic or is it unrealistic? Do the people understand your objectives? Do the people understand your listening? So that you have to be very, very sure. And communication is very essential for this particular aspect. Next comes poor location. Is your location flood proof? Is your location where the competition is too much? Is your location where the state laws are different? Is your location far away from the sources of raw material? These are the things you have to keep in mind while planning. Last comes poor quality of the good. Now, poor quality of good requires a check at all stages. Check it right from machinery selection to creating a quality control awareness among people and let them feel that they have to produce a good product. If you don't produce good product, well, you'll not last for a long time. So these are some of the ideas which I have given you. Hope they are of relevance to you in your future life as an entrepreneur. Thank you.